Hey, Consumer Will here, and it's been a while since I posted, so this one's going to be a goodie. A little while back, I'm big on Facebook, so still on Facebook. I don't know, it's just my platform, I guess. But I started noticing on some of the sailing sites that there's a guy by the name of Luke posting designs for Canting Keel sailboats. And as you know, I'm big on doing sailboat stuff. So I was following what he was doing. It was actually really kind of cool, and the way he engineered the canting keel to work for RC purposes was actually really cool. And I reached out to him. I kind of gave a few comments to him as far as design and stuff like that, and certain things that are kind of required for RC sailboat use kind of thing. And anyways, so he did all this work engineering this beautiful canting keel system. It's got a belt drive and all that kind of thing, and it's modeled after the Volvo Ocean Race 70 boat. So lots going on. It's like so 3D printing in the RC world has basically just kind of exploded. Like it's like, wow, okay, I can engineer this part. All of a sudden, all these designs that you had in your mind, you could upload to like Tinkercad or Thingiverse and just start doing your own kind of engineering and just printing at home, right? So then you've got this kind of explosion where you've got these printers where they're 1 cubic foot, let's say, print size. And then the next problem is, well, then you got sections of boats and that kind of thing. So anyways, that's another topic. So anyways, the purpose of this short video is to kind of do a bit of an unboxing, because I have the one of the first printed hulls from Luke to kind of do an assembly of and test out. And there's a major fly. Crazy. Anyways, it's been a bit of a journey, and I'm gonna print this stuff out. I printed out the manual, and Luke's helped me print out the hull with the canting keel mechanism, and we're gonna put it together and kind of do up a bit of a assembly video. So, but on that note, I will do a bit of an unboxing here so you guys see what it's all about. Okay. So the assembly manual, it's 34 pages long, and a lot of it is Luke's done this all by himself. This is crazy. This is home guy, right? So and he's got a family and everything. So he puts together, okay, with this checklist of what you have to print and stuff like that, what you have to buy and all that. So he's got detailed pictures. Step 1, step 2, but it goes up to, looks like it's 10 steps. Yeah, 10 steps. And then you've got some tuning and some sail work and stuff like that. So so as I'm putting this thing together, I'll launch videos and stuff. So subscribe if you want to, follow and hit that bell thing so that at least you know what's on there. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so this is the box, and it was funny because I always get my stuff shipped to my mailbox location in the States, and I was coming through the border, and the guy's like, "You've got a boat in there?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's this boat. It's a meter long." And he says, "Well, in that box?" I said, "Well, yeah, it's printed as." Anyways, I find it really funny when you talk to certain people about boating stuff and the modeling and stuff like that, and I don't know, I get a kick out of it. Anyways, okay, so here it is. This is what it all looks like. So Luke's done a great job packaging this all together. So I'm gonna go with the first. Oh, this looks like the stern. Wow, that's really cool, you guys. So when you look inside there, right, you've got this is all printed. You can print this on your printer, and it's got a bit of reinforcing kind of stuff. This is not a small piece. Like there's some girth to this hull, and just let me just see here. So this piece alone is like 255 millimeters wide, right? Crazy, beautiful print. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's some I'll shine it. You see the ribbing inside? That's pretty cool, right? For reinforcing the hull. So definitely a strong piece of hull. And what else do we got here? This, I believe, are the boat stands. So I'll just put that aside there. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right, we have, let's see here. We have another piece of hull. So this here looks like a piece from the front, and same kind of idea. You got some ribbing stuff going on there, and the inside, right? So I'm assuming what's happening is that those tubes there are kind of alignment tubes, which are pretty cool, because I find that some of the 3D printed boats today don't really have like alignment tabs, and I never really understood that, because like for instance, I 3D printed this thing just for fun. This is a RG65 hull. It's you know, I haven't quite finished it yet, but anyways, the first time I printed it, I couldn't line up the bow properly, and it actually turned. It had like a funny turn to it. Anyways, we'll get to that another day. As you see, I got like a ton of projects to like work on, but also some really cool, you know, new stickers on the board there. So we got some. I went to the Micro Magic Woodlawn Sailing Club there in San Antonio, Texas. Thank you so much, guys, for welcoming me there. That was a good time, even though it was a very short visit. But tell you, it's pretty cool. Like when your clubs can kind of get in with the city, and the city is willing to kind of help you guys grow. That's what happens. So Woodlawn's a great example of that. Okay, that looks like section 2, I would think. All right, and then what do we have here? All right, so this part here is kind of interesting. I got a feeling this probably has something to do with the midsection of the hull and the canting keel and how it goes all together. All right, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Here we go. Oh, okay, so here's the bow. Okay, that's interesting. So the bow is actually cased in. So this is a pretty solid piece. Cool. I'm thinking what I might want to do, I'm not sure if I can. There's like little ribbing here that you can actually see about possibly cutting out. Looks like some wording here, so maybe it'll be in the instructions, right? So anyways, there's the front. So I'm assuming kind of goes on like that, so gives you an idea. Front of the boat. All right, what else we got here? All right, okay. So a bit more on the, I guess, assembly, or maybe that's part of the boat stand. Okay, this looks like a hatch cover. So that's kind of cool. Guys, you can print your own hatch covers for your IOMs or whatever using 3D. But yeah, that's cool. He's even got this like little bump here. So pretty realistic, actually. Okay, what else we got going on here? All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so it looks to me. Okay, so he's trying to. So there's some little parts here that I gotta figure out, but this looks like part of the probably section 3 or 4, but pretty cool. Same kind of ribbing, same kind of alignment inside. Really well done, actually. Even got the little printout for the tabs. This is a very nice print quality. Very cool. All right, what else we got? All right, so we got some purple parts here that are kind of interesting. I'm thinking this is boat stand parts, but you know, there's this thing here. Now this I have a feeling is to do with the Canting Keel system, and it is solid, you guys. Like this thing, there's probably like 50% or 60% infill, but it is a very solid piece. And got these little parts here. All right, what else we got here? Okay, and this here is the actual Canting Keel mechanism. So what you'll see is you'll have some gearing here, and it's all belt driven, which in my opinion is actually quite efficient and smooth, because you need a way of locking that keel in a position when it cants over and that kind of thing. So pretty damn cool. And the nice thing about a cartridge system that I find is you can always swap out the cartridges, or you can you know, if you need to make some changes or whatever, you don't have to change the whole boat, you just swap out the cartridge. Smart. Okay, so there's the Canting Keel part. What else? Okay, so we got a box here that he's printed out, and it looks to me, we got a bunch of stuff here. It looks to me that that's a rudder. All right, and we've got keel covers, all that kind of stuff. Here's a bag, and so all that gearing inside, that's all 3D printed, and that is part of the Canting Keel system. So very efficiently done with gearing. Oh wow, okay, so we got a bit of like everything here. So we got more canting, or actually this is servo tray stuff, I believe. Looks like a servo tray stuff there. Looks like something to do with the rudder system. This model is modeled after the Volvo Ocean Race yachts, which have dual rudders. So you'll find 2 rudders in here. That's interesting. That's a little cup thing. I don't know if that goes on the boat or whatever. More Canting Keel. So all the stuff in the box here, that's all Canting Keel stuff. Okay, get that put away here. Got more boats thing. This is great. So basically you got like a whole boat just sitting in here. This is awesome. Okay, more of the boat stand, I believe. Yeah, it looks like a boat stand. It's kind of cut out a certain way. I'll put this down here. I don't know if you guys notice this Buc-ee's. I got a couple Buc-ee shirts. You guys ever been to Buc-ee's? I tell you, it just a total shock of like extreme gas / convenience store. There was like 80 gas pumps, 60,000 square foot, you know, convenience store. But I have to say, they know how to do it. It's like the best. It's true, the cleanest washrooms for pit stops there is, and just overall, you know, you get yourself some barbecue, you get yourself some jerky, you know, one-stop shop for everything. You get gifts there. Buc-ee's, crazy. It's just crazy. Anyways, this is a 3D printed rear section of a keel bowl, which I think is pretty cool. I've been kind of looking at these kind of things because casting lead is not a fun process. It's kind of hazardous for your health and all that too as well. What I've always thought is, you know, if you created a mold for a keel, not only do you get the consistency of the mold itself, but you know, you just load it with like lead pellets then, or something to weigh it down, and you can get a pretty nice keel bulb. So it looks here, it's a keel bulb like this with a duck bill. I'm not sure I'm going to use this, only because I actually have a lead bulb that I want to try. That's 965 grams. And I also have a carbon fiber. Anyways, I got a carbon fiber RG65 fin that I want to put on there too as well. So give me a sec, I'm just going to lay this out and you guys take a quick look. Okay guys, so here to summarize here, we've got our Canting Keel assembly box stuff here. We've got the 4 sections of hull, actually, just only 4 sections, which is kind of cool. So there it is. All right, look forward to making these videos for the assembly and getting it on the water and seeing how it performs. I'm actually going to do this model to sail against Peter Grimm's. If you look on the channel under in between the marks, there's a video of Peter Grimm's 2-meter race rocket. So I know this is only a 1 meter and probably won't keep up, but I would love to see how it does against it. So I do plan on racing this at the Protection Island race in 2026. So we'll see how it goes, guys. All right, wish me luck. I'll be posting step-by-step videos on the assembly and go from there. Cheers.